It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, the weekend is over, and here we are on Monday. Probably not the best Monday people in the Ozarks have ever experienced, because last night was unpleasant.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is always surprising when you have the two best teams in the NFL and it doesn't feel much like a ball game.
From the
But
start.
history nonetheless.
Yeah, it is history. It just wasn't meant to be for the Chiefs. They were never really into the game and simply outplayed from the opening kickoff. I don't know. The Chiefs did, as Sarah said, make history, though, by playing in their Super Bowl, which is cool. They could not seal the deal and become the first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls, which is incredibly hard. Never been done before in the NFL. So good for them for getting there, but it's like they had, I don't know, they didn't have any passion. It was almost like they'd grown tired of being in the Super Bowl and didn't come out fiery or anything. Nothing worked. So anyway, they lost. I don't have to tell you that. Also making history, President Trump was in attendance, becoming the first sitting president to attend a Super Bowl in person, which is something that's honestly kind of crazy to me. We've never had a president go to the Super Bowl before.
I was also surprised by that.
Yeah, that
maybe
World
it's because
Series.
of the security. Security would be harder, if a president were going to be there. But this would make it a little easier in this case because it was in a bowl, in a Superdome, so indoor venue.
They're mostly in domes these days, so that.
But are they I can recall some that have been so cold because you see the crowd so bundled,
Not in the Super Bowl for playoffs.
Is that right?
For playoffs, yeah, it's not the Super Bowl. They want rich people to go to the Super Bowl and buy tickets and be comfortable.
Yeah, and they do. So,
yeah.
All right, moving on. An Amazon delivery driver is in the hospital being treated after being shot in Lawrence County. A 64-year-old man is charged with shooting the driver in the head with a pellet gun as the driver was passing by his driveway near Pierce City. Police say the man admitted to shooting the driver. They also say they know the motive but have not yet released it.
And it's a serious deal, even though it was a pellet gun. The driver, at last check, and it's tough for us to get his condition right now, but at last check, he was in critical condition.
I mean, it's kind of like if a BB hits you in the head, you still got problems. So, man, that's terrible. Construction is underway on a new affordable housing complex on Commercial Street at Boonville. When it's finished next year, the $13 million development will have 42 apartments. It's the first new development to be built on Commercial in more than 50 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's something. Good for them. Meanwhile, downtown Springfield is getting a new music venue. It will also house a restaurant and bocce ball courts, which I thought was interesting. You'd expect pickleball these days, but it's going to be bocce ball.
The kids love bocce ball.
The old Italian game. Who are kids?
Yeah. If you ever go to a schoolhouse playground, you will see people playing bocce ball.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if our kids know the rules to bocce ball, because I don't actually know.
They
the rules.
do. It's understood among kids.
Okay. Well, who knew? It's the old Italian game is coming back, bigger and better than ever. This new venue we're talking about, meanwhile, will hold about 2,000 people, which makes it bigger than the Gilloys and smaller than the Shrine Mosque, so kind of in between. New venue will be inside an existing building that has been vacant for several years, right behind College Station Theaters, and it could open this fall. That's what they're shooting for.
Okay. The Boy Scouts are now officially no longer the Boy Scouts. They are called Scouting America. They had been the Boy Scouts for the last 115 years, but officially changed their name over the weekend to rebrand. The Girl Scouts are still the Girl Scouts. Now, boys are not allowed to be Girl Scouts, but girls can join the Boy Scouts if they want to, again, called Scouting America. All right, all this week, you can give blood and support the Ozarks Literacy Council at the same time. When you go donate blood at the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks, the Blood Center will donate $10 to the Ozarks Literacy Council. Just make sure you sign the challenge and tell the Blood Center why you're there. That's happening today through Saturday.
Cool.
Okay, this is fun. If you are a Michael Jackson fan, this is for you. You don't want to miss a tribute show on Friday night, which just happens to be Valentine's Day. So maybe you take your sweetheart. Invincible, which is a glorious tribute to Michael Jackson, as it's called, is happening Friday night at 7:00 at the Atos Center in Nixa.
And you weren't necessarily calling it a glorious tribute to Michael Jackson. That is the name of the
I know.
show.
That's why I then said, as it's called, because just in case. But here's the thing. It's probably going to be pretty glorious. Like, my college roommate was a diehard Michael Jackson fan. She used to watch all of the old tapes that were still, played on the VCR. And she would learn the dances. And I'm telling you, it's fun. It's fun. I mean, he had his fair share of trouble. I'm just telling you, the songs and the dances were fun. So I'm sure that this is a throwback to that, not so much the checkered years.
Well, I grew up when he was in his heyday, and like everybody, I mean, he was a phenomenon, bigger than life. And I never really had an opportunity that I knew of to go see him in concert. I don't think he ever came to St. Louis. But that would have been a cool concert to have seen Michael Jackson, because there aren't too many entertainment legends like that. You know what I mean? Just bigger than life. I think Taylor Swift probably is going to be one, the way that her trajectory is.
Oh, for sure.
Who else? Frank Sinatra. I wish I would have seen Frank Sinatra. Rolling Stones.
I would say Garth Brooks to a degree in the country realm.
Yeah, he's done the country or for country what these others have done for other genres. So, yeah, I think Garth as well. Rolling Stones were just down at Thunder Ridge. We were out of town, or else we would have gone to see them. I'm not a huge Stones fan, but I would have liked to have seen them just because they're bigger than life.
Ethan is a live music fan.
I do enjoy live music. It's fun. It's fun. Concerts are fun. Now back to the Super Bowl. Sorry to bring it back up. Let's think about the last two prior to this one. The Kansas City Chiefs nominee for NFL Fan of the Year is from the Ozarks. Tom Masterson actually works in the Springfield Public School District as the executive elementary director, season ticket holder for the Chiefs. He got to attend the game yesterday in New Orleans for being the Chiefs representative, and probably wasn't as fun as he would have liked, but he got to go for free, so good for him. The overall winner of the NFL Fan of the Year was from Detroit. But at any rate, congratulations to Tom from Springfield for being the Chiefs Fan
That
of
is
the
really
year.
cool. Good for him.
And commercials are always such a big part of the Super Bowl. I think, personally, that they're diminishing in popularity. We'll talk about that in a second. But they were big yesterday. Did you see the Budweiser commercial with the Clydesdale foal? Remember I called you in to see it?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. The foal was Jake, born at Warm Springs Ranch in Boonville, Missouri, and is now a resident of Grant's Farm outside St. Louis. So
That's cool.
it's a homegrown in our state foal who got
That's
the star.
Neat. Yeah. And I thought that commercial was cute. It was short, but it was cute.
It was cute.
Yeah, it's good. I like the idea, like he at first was too young, but then he was like, I'm going to prove myself and
save the day,
save the keg.
Yeah.
So
I just in watching the game and watching the commercials, I think that they're just not nearly as good as they used to be. Maybe it's because I'm getting old, and when you're younger, you enjoy things like that more. But I didn't find anything funny even. I think there were some attempts at humor, but I didn't find anything funny. And maybe it's because the game was so south from the beginning that I wasn't in a great mood.
That could be it. That'll do it to you.
But I used to love the commercials.
Same
now though, you get to see them online before the Super Bowl, so it
takes away the luster.
Some of the luster's taken off. Yeah, and you need that luster. You need the luster to be on there for it to be fun.
All right. Finally, we want to tell you the winner of our contest. As you know, we had the Valentine's contest at aroundtheozarks.com. We were looking for the person who could guess how many candies were in this jar. And Ethan, let me tell you the answer. Are you ready? 453.
Okay.
That's how many.
I think I was off by about 300.
Yeah. 453. Conversation hearts. There they are. And we have a winner. It is Brenda from Grove Spring. So congratulations to Brenda from Grove Spring. Thank you for playing. You will get a gift of $150 to the Flower Merchant and $75 to Civil Kitchen.
Nice.
So congratulations to her. Our team at Around the Ozarks will be in contact with you to get you those 2 gift cards. Thank you so much for playing, and happy Valentine's Day.
Does she get the candy hearts as well? Does she get to keep those?
Or
did the radio station
probably does, but to be honest with you, it's possible that they're being eaten right now
as we speak at the radio station.
Yeah, that's very possible because it's at a radio station and we know how that goes. So
AroundTheOzarks.com, people are eating the candy hearts as we speak. Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you back here tomorrow morning. Hope you have a super night.
Yeah. Have the best Monday you can, considering.
Yes.